Hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we'll now move forward with the intro. So please remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, hit the bell icon. To see full readings, you can further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. There, you'll get to see full readings, early readings, as well as other future dynamics I plan to offer. Please also remember that I offer personal readings, and you could also donate to the channel. The information for all of that is in the description box below. Thank you, and now we'll move forward with your reading. Okay, Gemini, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we are doing a reading for you for April the 29th to May the 24th. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, 29th, 24th. Yeah. So April the 29th to the 24th. Okay, so I had some, I had some updates, like advancements to the channel. Thanks to my Patreons. Thank you very much for your assistance. Your patronage does help to further invest back into the channel. So I actually ordered a couple new items, which there has been a shipping delay, Gemini, but I will be incorporating them as soon as they arrive. But meanwhile, I was in a shop, and just quite randomly, I saw these cards, these crystal cards, you know? So I'm going to be incorporating just like a crystal card to see, and I've always wanted to do some crystals in this, to see what crystal would benefit you for the time frame of the reading. Okay, so I'm not trying to make this long because I already had the intro of me talking, that is, because I already have incorporated the intro videos and also the outro videos, which will say more. So please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of good stuff. And to see the full reading, of course, I invite you to become a Patreon member. It really does help the growth of the channel. And you can get to see the entire reading as well as all the other developing dynamics I plan to do. Okay, so Gemini, let's see what is happening for you for April the 29th to May the 24th. Okay, Temperance, excellent. So Gemini, you're going through a process right now. Clearly, it's Temperance, Major Arcana, and it is a pivotal process. Interestingly enough, I do not see this process ending in the time frame of the reading. I sense it continuing. So you may be in the state of processing or waiting for some of you, but I don't sense it's stagnant waiting. I don't sense it's like nothing's going on, you know what I mean? I sense that it's a type of waiting where you're going through a process, whether that's training, whether that's a project that has different segments in it that requires dynamics with its regard towards a final conclusion, which I sense for some of you maybe 2 months to 3 months or so down the line. This could be developing yourself in a personal project, could be, gym work, and you're trying to meet a certain goal or something like that. It could be setting up a new business, whatever the situation is. It could be internship, whatever the case is for you. But there is a type of developing energy is what I'm sensing with the Temperance. Like you have been in this process. I don't sense it necessarily being a recent thing. I sense that is a continuation that will further continue. So you are going through a process. And I do sense it having a lot of return on investment, as it were. For some of you, it could be an investment. I do sense a lot of return on the investment. I do sense that it is worthwhile. If you're doing something, if you're investing in something, if you're learning something, whatever the case may be, it is going to be further beneficial. Not only I sense for you internally, as well as in your body. I sense it's bringing you level of health and interesting. I sense levels of health, beauty, being able to breathe more. It's bringing in a level of freedom. It's bringing in a level of stability as the time goes by. Okay, so your continued patience in the process and trust in the process is something that will be most beneficial for you. And just to be consistent and diligent in whatever it is that you're doing. Further clarification for the Temperance card? Yeah, see what I mean? The Ace of Swords. There is a system to this. This is victory. I sense a lot of you actually got into the situation, whatever the project, the partnership, the business, the employment, whatever the situation is for you. I sense that you fought to get there. You worked hard. You sought diligently. You went through a lot of guffs and roughs. Okay, a lot of you got a lot of no's in order to get a yes. Okay, whatever the situation is, you change varying things around. So with the Ace of Swords, you've come towards this victory standpoint where you're finally moving, you're working, you're developing in the area or the dimension that you wanted to be involved in. You have plans in that. Okay, the Ace of Swords is that strategic mind. You have certain goals that you're going to achieve and aim to achieve. You have a clear vision. You know exactly like how long you have given yourself to this situation, okay, and you intend you intend to gain that outcome that you are working and striving for. Okay, this is a very clear understanding with your personal agenda in life and your agenda in life in general as it regards to any external energies as well. You're very focused at this time and you're not going to lose focus. I do not see that, especially with the Ace of Swords. This is someone who's very laser targeted, very focused on his victory, okay, on their goals. And you are of a coherent, like a very succinct mind on that, okay? And you will be victorious in this, especially if you keep to the course, okay? This is like the card of victory. This is like the card of patience is a virtue, keeping to the course. You know what I mean? Further clarification. Yeah, see what I mean? The Fool card energy. The Fool card, new beginnings, okay? This is someone who has decided to venture into that process, that new dynamic, trusting that he is what is needed. He is the talent. He brings the person who is willing to take that extra mile, to go forward, to launch deep into something, to give it their all as they are, okay? And they're trusting that their experience, that their know-how, what they bring to the table is enough for that starting phase and to further proceed forward and to grow and to develop. They trust that the universe has their footing. Anything that they may be lacking, that they may not even know that they're lacking, they're trusting that the universe will further supply. The universe will further train them. Okay, in their foundations as they bring as they are, they trust that that will further be the building blocks in which to continue to build, in which to continue to develop, in which to continue to be successful and to grow and to evolve and to achieve. Okay, this is someone who is in certain respects went on faith on certain respects. They said, if I don't go after this right now, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I have the capabilities. I'm going to venture forth. I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be consistent in it. I may not see anything immediately, but I know I have to change where I'm coming from because I know I want to go towards my goal, what I want to achieve. Okay? So the Fool card is taking that leap of faith, that starting energy. Okay? So, and again, it is a faith type energy where you know the universe has your back. It will be helping you along the way. This is a journey. And I sense, Gemini, this is a strong developing journey for you. Okay? The universe said take another card for further clarification. Yeah, listen, Gemini, this is crazy. This is awesome. Look, the Three of Wands. This is someone who's prepared for that journey, is what I'm saying. They come with their bags packed, okay? These Three of Wands here, that is experience, that is capability, that is passion, that is their talent, that's what they bring to the table. They are willing to take this journey. They're waiting for their ship to come and dock so they can board it, okay? They see it in the distance. They know it's a waiting game. They've prepared themselves. They're ready, okay? That's what this is. Okay, you know exactly what you want to do. You're going to be working hard at whatever this is, and because you have a vision for your life, you have a vision for the next steps of things. So you're more than willing and more than capable of dealing with what you're dealing with now, because you know it's the next step forward to the next chapter that you anticipate. Wow, Gemini, that is exciting. You are going through a development. It's a major arcana. You're going through a development of life continuing, which is, something that I think a lot of us, life isn't necessarily meant to be just stagnant and still. It's change, it's motion. Make the most of it, and that's definitely what you're doing. Let's continue on, Gemini. What else is happening for you? Yeah, see, listen, I can't make this up. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous in a good way. Gemini, look, you have the Death card. Through the process of this, and interestingly enough, I do not sense this being only in the time frame of the reading. It is a major energy at the time frame of the reading, but it is leading you to another chapter as you develop, okay, and whatever the situation is, okay? So the Death card, I sense this energy more so being part of that developmental energy. So the process of this going forward, I don't sense this being in the time frame of the reading. I sense the entire reading is actually mostly this right here. Granted, there may be a couple of you who might be in this realm right here, okay, that I'm about to share, okay? I don't necessarily sense many of you being around here. Hold on for one moment. Sorry about that, Gemini. I don't live alone. Okay, so as I was saying, some of you may be around here, like just a couple of you, very few of you, okay? I don't sense that the majority or any of you really being fully around here at all. I sense this is where you're going in certain respects, or other things that will be happening in the long run. Like when I say long run, I mean between 2 and 3 months. But right here, this feels right here on this line right here, really does feel like where the majority of Gemini are at this point, okay? So expect that this right here is definitely then going to be taking you here and then proceeding onward, okay? Which is interesting because normally, when I say the time frame of the reading, I'm supposed to cover like the time frame of the reading. But I cooperated with the universe and its energies, and I trust that the collaborative energies will say what needs to be said, the most important thing for you to be aware of for your journey, okay? So letting you know that you are going to eventually get to the Death card, which is another chapter or another step forward as you've been anticipating, working towards, okay? The Death card is that brand new beginning again, okay? beginnings, okay? But it's another type whereby your entire existence, your entire world is transforming. Like you wake up, everything is basically different, okay? Relatively speaking. So some of you might be in a new location. Some of you might have changed your entire lifestyle, maybe even your entire social life. Some of you may have changed an entire job or finally been indoctrinated into something substantial. It is sealed, it is signed, okay? Could have been a process that you were going through and now it's finally come to fruition, okay? The Death card is that new life, new birth type energy. Gone is the past, and here becomes the new type energy, okay? Further clarification, and it's mostly, unless I feel something different, this is a very, very positive card, okay? The Death card is like gone is the pain, gone is the grief, gone is the struggle, okay? Gone is the type of life wasn't working for you in certain respects anymore, and it's now coming into something brand new, okay? Further clarification for the Death card, yeah, look at that, the Queen of Swords. So Gemini, this is you now further holding, okay, the Ace of Swords, which we already know that was the type of energy that was involved in this first part right here. So now you're further actualizing with that Ace of Swords energy, with the Queen of Swords. Okay, you're working in a new capacity. What did I say? Some of you, you've gotten that promotion, or you've finally been indoctrinated into something. It is stable. It is commitment. Okay, this is now you wearing that crown, and this is again that same type of work ethic. That same type of work ethic has not changed from the Ace of Swords. Okay, but this is now you further expressing your power on an agenda, your system, your plans, your strategy, dealing with varying levels of enterprises, individuals, social in certain respects, but staying more business-like, staying on course for the agenda, okay? Building up a rapport towards the bigger, loftier goals. What is next? What is needed? What can we anticipate? What do we need to address? Okay, what do we need to plan for? You know what I mean? She's someone who hits the heart of the matter, the truth of the matter. She does not waste time. Okay, she has no time to waste. She has a good inclination or intuition towards the truth of things. Okay, and the best course, the best strategy, and she's not afraid to get certain things done herself. She's not afraid to put her hands on things and working herself if she needs to. Okay, she's a part of the movement towards further development. Okay, so this is clearly you having more power, more esteem, okay, more authority to move things across, or you are also a pivotal understanding in a system. Okay, you could also be definitely the talent in a situation. Okay, so you are gaining a type of lifestyle, a type of luxury, whereby you further get to express your creative talents in the form of levels of practicality to set up certain foundations to further you along. Okay, there's a lot of weight given to you, a lot of responsibility given to you in the Queen of Swords energy, but you are up for the task and you are capable. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, look at that. What did I say? The Nine of Wands. You know there's more to do. Okay, you're not afraid of hard work. This is hard work and diligence here. Okay, he's going towards the next wands. There's coming later on down the line to hit the ten of Wands, but right now he's in the Nine of Wands. There's further development to be had. There's further development to be made. And you're not afraid to get to work and get it done. You're not afraid to speak your passions, to speak your mind, to hear other people out as well. But you're not going to take nonsense. Okay? You're very keen and very aware and very clear. Okay? And you expect everyone who is involved as well to act accordingly, within reason. Okay, this is someone who, the Queen of Wands, she's fair. Okay, she's open-minded, but it also has to stay within the parameters of what the concentration needs to be. Okay, this is you again. You've transformed. You've been given this understanding, this newness of life. Okay, and you are not shying away from exercising your authority to get things done. And you're not shying away from doing things yourself in certain respects if you need to. Okay? You realize it's a lot of work. And you're going to put in the work. Okay? There's a lot of passion driving you. A lot of sensibilities driving you. Further clarification. Yeah. There's a lot of questions that will be coming about as well. And I felt that a lot when it comes to when I told you before, she also has intuitive energy. In those times where you have to make certain decisions in the busyness of it, use your intuition to further guide you. Some things are not going to be fully addressed or can be fully answered by the way they look on the surface. Okay, is what I'm hearing. You have to further exercise your intuition. See the glow in her third eye area and her forehead area? You have to further exercise your intuitive mindset to give you certain clarifications that otherwise certain intellectual processes may not be able to achieve. Okay? If you continue to exercise your intuitive nature, like that unction in you, okay, that that gut feeling, along with a practical mindset, it will further you along to making critical decisions that will be very beneficial in setting up this foundation that you're currently involved in, this new life of sorts. Okay? Universe said take another card. Okay, wow. Yeah, see, listen. The Queen of Wands. That's what I was trying to say. There's this passion. Allow your passion to cooperate with your intelligence and your practicality. Those passions and intelligence to work together with that intuitive nature, and it won't steer you wrong. It's staying in your authentic self and going with that fire in you that will further you along. She's holding the Ace of Wands, by the way, and that could definitely be the missing piece to make the Ten of Wands in this vibe. You see that? So you're moving with a good balance of I would say heart and mind in certain respects. Exercise those together. You can't just think one way and you can't just think another way. There has to be both passion and intelligence to make those decisions, okay? Or how to go about doing something. Wow, that is interesting. That's why I said this is not like a, this whole process is not like an overnight thing or anything like that. It is a process that you're going through. It requires time, it requires commitment, it requires strategy, it requires you being authentic to yourself, sticking to certain convictions, being what do you call it, cooperative as well, flexible within reason, and staying committed to the course, to the agenda, developing, using this opportunity of this new life that you will be given. Okay, this is developing your dreams. That's definitely what I'm sensing, and I'm so loving how this came out like this, because it definitely shows work. It shows perseverance. That's why I said it's not. This is not going to happen in just 2 months. I sense more so of a 3 month course, and you're continuing. Okay, this whole process. So Gemini, that's where we're going to end the YouTube reading. We'll continue the entire reading, or the entire reading will be on the Patreon page, and I do look forward to seeing you there. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for being a Patreon member. I really do appreciate your support. It really does help the growth of the channel. Let us continue on with your reading. Yeah, see, the Three of Cups. Interestingly enough, because like I've been saying, I've been hitting that 3 month mark. 1, 2, 3. What do you call it? Happenstance. There is a celebratory energy that will be happening, and I do sense maybe in the 3rd month or so. Okay? The 2nd month for some of you, maybe 3rd month for the majority of you. Okay? There is a commitment, there is a fulfillment, and a very strong connections that you're making with at least maybe 3 individuals. Okay? Through this whole process. It is a team effort. It could be business-wise, it could be investment-wise, it could be a project-wise. Okay? There is a chapter that is concluded finally in the process of things, in your newness of things, your new capabilities, and the other rankings of sorts. Some of you have been ranked up in certain respects, and paired with more stronger elements, whatever the case may be for you. But there is a victory to be celebrated. But I also sense it's a short victory, because it's like you have to get back to work is what I'm sensing. Okay, but whatever this is, what you've been going through, just know that there will be celebratory energy. Okay, you are moving on the right course. You will be making the right decisions, especially if you consider the advice that has been given thus far. Okay, and you will find more sustenance, more rejuvenation after this. It is worthwhile doing. Okay, even if the universe is saying, even if it feels like it's a lot of work, sometimes it's really taxing, it's draining sometimes. Perhaps some of you aren't getting even enough sleep. Sometimes life is like that. Okay, but it's worthwhile. Okay, and this is that worthwhile understanding that we were talking about. This is that next definitive chapter of success. Okay, further clarification for the Three of Cups. Yeah, look at that. 7 of Wands. This guy is like speaking to the board, speaking to the team, speaking to the collaborations. It's like, okay, so this is the way we're going to do it next. Okay, great. And getting all the feedback, getting the next planning instructions and stuff like that. That's why I said it's like right back to work. So this is like celebratory energy. How are we going to go to the next chapter? We did very well on this far. You may have a couple people on the fence, or you may have 4 people on the fence, just to give certain feedbacks or certain inclinations of sorts, or certain advices or certain opinions on the subject, and you're saying your piece. This is a whole development, okay? This is the continued process. I sense that there's just levels to the temperance card in this process, okay? So I feel the energy of temperance continuing throughout this entire reading, but there are levels towards the manifestations of parts or chapters of the temperance card I sense throughout this reading, okay? And this is just one of them, okay? The Fool was one of them, the Death card was one of them, and I sense the Three of Cups was one of them. These are successes in their own right, okay?
Okay, that has been your reading. I really do hope that it helps you, guides you, gives you some clarity. And if you'd like to see the reading in its entirety, I invite you to become a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. I wish you all the best. Bye.